Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Just a Fan. And I was scrolling through Fulham news yesterday or today, um, just wondering. I wasn't even planning on doing this video, and I saw Mexico won the CONCACAF Nations League. So I looked at the scores and I was like, "Oh wow, Jimenez scored twice in the final." Like, I wonder how else he's been doing this tournament. He scored twice in the semis as well. Like, probably want to take a look at this. Okay. I look at the highlights and I look at the matches. And I don't know what I'm going to title this episode yet. Either Raúl Jiménez is red hot or the comedic effect of Fulham strikers, because it is ridiculous. Raúl Jiménez goes into the semis against Canada, a proper team, with Jonathan David, Alfonso Davies, players of the like. Proper team with Mexico. And he scores a shot that probably should be made. It was a good finish, but and good placement, but it was really the second goal that took note. Um, from a decent range out, he scores a brilliant free kick in the 75th minute, and it just curls all the way around the blockers, all the way into the side of the post. The goalkeeper, he dove to the right as well. It wasn't far enough, and Raul Mendes scores a wonderful free kick. And it makes me want to reiterate what I believe and what I've heard from many different people. Raul Mendes needs to take our free kicks, because I cannot name you one time that Pereira has done something spectacular on a free kick. Okay. I understand. Pereira just had one of his better matches for us this season, last week against Tottenham. But Jimenez has shown time and time again for Mexico how good he is as a free kick taker. So we just need to give him a chance. Give him a couple weeks in the free kick, in the corner kick, anything, just to give him a shot, because he can make some truly tremendous things happen. And I just want to reiterate that. In the finals, he scored another two goals, leading them to beat Panama. The first goal was a calm header, which was a good header. And then the second goal was penalty. And everyone out there should go back and look at that Mexico versus Panama uh, uh, highlight reel, and look at the second goal for Mexico and that penalty, why that penalty was given. It was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. The Panamanian player sticks out his arm as the ball is going out towards his own net and just bats it. It was going out. There's no sense in doing a handball, and he committed a handball, and Raul Jimenez just takes care of business. And it makes this such a comedic thing, because after Muniz's amazing efforts on last week against Tottenham, I feel like a lot of people were just saying, even we might be able to start Muniz against Palace. I mean, Jimenez didn't look the best. Just the offense as a whole didn't look the best compared to how Muniz was on against Tottenham. And Jimenez just goes overseas, and I feel like this has happened many times before. This has happened with Harry Wilson when we weren't playing Harry Wilson as much. He would go over to Wales and make a show, and be amazing, and then he would force us to start him. And Jimenez obviously has our starting role most of the time, but I mean, he's just red hot right now. So there's no way you cannot play him. And if I was Marco Silva, it would be a hard decision, because um, saying how it went against Tottenham, but I would put Jimenez on and put it on a short leash, even if nothing really is created within the first half or 60 minutes. Take him off and Jimenez is on. One of the first substitutions, I'd say. But give Jimenez a chance, because Jimenez is red hot right now. And if we can get ESR to get some balls in the center, get Iwobi, get Willian, get all these players to even Sessegnon. If Sessegnon plays a couple more minutes this match, get as many balls into the center for Jimenez. Jimenez is just red hot right now. And it makes, but obviously we would rather have Munoz be take that extra step, give him more responsibility, give him every possibility to grow, because he is only 23. I don't see a huge leap coming for Jimenez. He is 33, so he's getting up there in age. But I don't see. I'd much rather have Munoz take a massive step up and be able to become the player we all want him to be, but I don't know if we can expect that. And I don't understand how he's 20 million quid, but he is. Um, I mean, he's scoring at a better minutes per um, point rate than Jimenez, but Jimenez is just more consistent, quite frankly. And Jimenez has 12 goals, and he just scored four more for Mexico. Obviously, that doesn't count towards Premier League total, but he's just been he's red hot right now in the past week, disregarding the Tottenham game, and it's hard to disregard that, quite honestly. And I would say it just makes the job a lot harder for Marcus Silva. I'm not envious of that position, but something we also need to consider is um, going forward. What what are we gonna do if we make Europe hypothetically? Dreamland, we make Europe. Boom, we make Europe. Say we even get to the semis of the FA Cup. We are a perennial Wembley player, or we can expect the possibility to play in Wembley. Obviously, not every year we're going to play in Wembley, but we can expect the possibility every um, once in a while we can make Wembley, right? And we're in Europe. What are we going to do when we have Munoz and Jimenez? They're more than capable strikers, and then on their day, as we've seen in the past week with Jimenez, on their day they're amazing players, truly amazing. On their day, in um, indicates that they are not always amazing players, and not every player is gonna be amazing every day. I get that, but someone we, if you look at this, our total wages in 2022, 2023, we're fourth in the, we're fifth in the league, fifth behind Southampton, Forest, Brentford, and Bournemouth. We're ahead of all those teams. Our total revenue was third, only ahead of Bournemouth and Forest. I mean, if you just look at these, our average weekly wages are decently high, or they were. Um, this was based on 2022, 2023. Um, our wages as percent of income, that's good, but we definitely have room to spend more money. That's a fact. We have room to spend more money. And especially if we're going to go into Europe, I think we need to do that because we have a lot of players on our team that are really good. But ESR has not been playing up to his millions. And we need something that will get the offense going either, or something that will get us, because we've had, I mean, where we score 1-0, we don't score a whole lot, right? 0-0, 1-1, 2. You see a lot of ones and twos and zeros, And I mean, now I'm getting back a little bit far, but um, this whole year we haven't scored four goals except against Watford. And I think if we're going to play in Europe, it's going to take a bit more than that. And I think we need to start looking for a striker or looking to keep the pieces that we have, obviously. I think we need to keep the pieces we have, but also looking to advance our squad a little bit more. Just a little bit. I don't want any drastic changes here. Obviously, if we can get a massive improvement, that is very much wanted, but just small changes and we should be good. But yeah, this battle that we're having at striker is very interesting and very complicated. I'm not envious of anyone that has to make that any sorts of decisions based on it because it is quite something. Because Jimenez is playing a bit better, but Munoz will, in certain cases, in certain matches, he will step forward and play a bit better. So it's definitely an interesting situation to be in, and I just wanted to comment on it. Let me know if guys want to hear me talk about anything else at all. And yeah, come on, you whites.